Hello, fourth graders. Welcome to, well, I'll call it lesson 4.14. Kind of a little extra something that I'm squeezing in here today because, and let's start by talking about cavemen. These cave people were the first people to live here on Earth, and they had to develop ways to do things. Throughout time, we have improved their ideas and inventions and made them better, right? We're not still starting fires like that guy right there. In math, we have learned lots of new ways to multiply numbers. But in the old days, right? In the olden days, we only had one way. And that is what I would like to show you today. So get out your walker. We are going to learn multiplication the old people way. Having a little fun with this today. So our goal here is to be able to use the traditional algorithm to solve multiplication facts. And I'm going to show it to you. Now, if you end up liking this a lot and really get it, then that's great. If it's something that you look at and it just makes you scream and you're like, this is confusing, why are you putting all the numbers there? Then you never have to do it again. Kind of like we talked about with the lattice method. Okay. The negative thing about this method that I'm going to show you is that it doesn't have the same place value understandings that all of the methods that we have been talking about thus far do, except for the lattice. However, it does have the benefit of speed. And so while it's probably not a good method for fourth graders, maybe when you're in sixth or seventh grade, you're just going to be looking for speed from these numbers. So I just want to introduce this to you today. So it starts very similarly to partial products. We're going to start with this 5 and we're going to multiply times 3, just like we started there, right? 5 times 3 is 15, but I'm not going to put the 15 down here, right? So think about what we do when we are adding and we need to carry the 1. That's what we're going to do here. So we're going to put the 5 here and we're going to carry the 1 up at the top. Now we're going to do 5 times 2. Then add 1. Okay, don't add 1 to the 2 and then do 5 times 3. Nope, 5 times 2. And I know I'm saying 2 and it's driving me crazy because really that's worth 20, but that's what this method calls for. 5 times 2 is 10, then add 1, which is 11. So my answer here is 115. All right, let's see some more. I don't think we're going to do this one together yet. We're going to watch Mr. White again. So start with your 9. 9 times 2. 9 times 2 is 18. Carry the 1, then do 9 times 4, and then add a 1, right? So not 9 times 5, but 9 times 4 is 36, plus 1 more equals 37. All right? What do you think so far? Going okay? All right, tell me, what do I start with here? I start with the 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. So no carrying there. Now what do I do? 3 times 6. I know it's a 60, but I have to say 6 because this method doesn't have any place value with it. So our answer, 183. All right, so here I'm going to start with 7 times 5. So I need to put my 5 here. What about the 3? Because the 7 times 5 is 35. Where do you think the 3 is going to go? Yeah, I'm going to carry the 3, right? So you don't just carry a 1. You can also carry 3s. You can carry any number. And now I need to do 7 times 7 and then add 3 more. What would that be? Do 7 times 7, then add 3 more. What do you get? 52. If you got a different number, one of two things happened. Either you didn't know 7 times 7 yet, sing that 7 song, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49. Or you knew that 7 times 7 was 49 and you forgot to add the 3 after you multiplied. 525. All right. You can also do this with 3-digit numbers. So 5 times 9 equals 45. So I'm always going to carry whatever is in the tens place. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 4 more is 14. Carry another 1. And now 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 1 more is 6. 645. All right, you help me with this one. Here we have 6 times 6 is 36. Where do I put well, we know we put this 6 right here. Where's the 3 go? On top of the 2. Now we have 6 times 2 plus 3 more. How much is that? 15. 6 times 2 is 12. Sorry. Plus 3 more is 15. So the 1 goes up here. All right. And then 6 times 5 is 30. Plus 1 more is 31. This is how you deal with things when you have 1 digit on the bottom. All right. We're going to try 2 digits by 2 digits. You ready? What is that? I don't know what animal that is, but it says bring it on. There's our goal, right? All right. So what we need to do with this method is to just ignore this 1 right here. Right? We're just going to ignore this here. Let's put a square on top of it so that we can't even see it. Let's see, can I draw a square on top of that? Yep. Oh, looks like I have to fill it in. Fill it in, and it's gonna be red. Did it turn red? It didn't turn red. Why did it not turn red? I want it to be red. Aha, fill color, red. All right, so just totally ignore that for now. Okay? And we're going to just do these problems like we have been. So 3 times 2 equals 6, and 3 times 1 equals 3. All right, now what we're going to do is to switch and ignore the other number. Now, what we have here, since this value, this is where things get confusing, is in the tens place, we can't have any 1s right here. No 1s. So we're going to put an automatic 0 there. Whenever you go to the next number, you put a 0. I like to make it a smiley face because if you remember to put that 0 there, then it makes Mr. White happy. Okay, and now we're going to do 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 1 is 1. And add those up and get our answer of 156. All right, so kind of weird. It gets even weirder when you have more carrying to do, like in this problem. Actually, let's do, let me show you this thing first. All right, so let's bring that over here. And we'll start with 18 times 5, right? So 5 times 8 equals 40. So carry the plus 4. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 4 more is 9. Now I'm going to ignore the other number. What do I need to put? What can I not forget? I have to put a 0. I know this is weird, right? A 0 here, because now that I'm switching to the tens, I can't have any 1s. So if you remember it, you put a smiley face there. I also need to get rid of this because I don't want to use that again. Okay, because this time when I do 2 times 8, that's 16. So I have to put a plus 1 up here. This can get messy. Okay. Then 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 more is 3. And then add these numbers up. All right, so today is just an introduction to this method, and it's probably not something that I'm going to talk about very much at all. Um, but I do want you to know how it is when when some maybe your parents trying to explain to you how to multiply, and they might be using a different method than we've talked about, and their method is fine, right? I think that the methods we've been using have been based on place value. Okay, partial products and the rectangle method, helping us to know the values of those numbers, and that's why I think that they're the most valuable methods where we are right now in 4th grade. All right, 4th graders, that is all. If you have any questions about multiplying of any nature, please let me know, and I will see you next time. Good luck.